if you have a standing desk, you may find that your body, as you're not focusing on what you're focusing on your work and not your body tends to go into a schlumpy position if you're not thinking of your posture. For example, if I'm not thinking my posture, my hips tend to go forward, my ribs tend to sink down, my head tends to go forward. And there's a more of a neutral position for the body that I'm going to show you how to get into that you can bring yourself back to if you're feeling maybe soreness in the back or you're finding yourself in that slump position and you know you need to go somewhere but you're not sure where to go with the body. So we'll start with the feet, and what you want is your feet to be parallel. Second toes pointing straight forward, and you want your heels in line with those hip bones, so those bony bits at the front of your hips. So I'm going to turn sideways. So from here, you've got your feet aligned, and then you want to straighten your knees without locking them back, so they're just straight but not locked, and then you're trying to get your hips over your ankles. So my tendency is to go forward, so you're going to bring your weight back, or maybe your tendency is to go back a lot. You want the hips over the heels, and then you want your rib cage over your hips, and then you want your head above the rib cage. So you're stacked up from heels to hips to rib cage to head. And you want maybe about 60% of your weight in your heels and 40% in the front of the foot. So just approximately that. You might feel a little more work in the back body to support you. You might feel some other muscles turning on to support this position. The other thing to remember is that this is a neutral position. So like in your car, you're not in neutral all the time. You're going forward, you're going back, you're going sideways, depending on your car, or twisting. So this is simply a place to come back to once you have found, oh, I'm in my slump posture. I can come back to my stacked position. And then from there, you'll move into other positions. The other thing to remember is to change it up. So maybe do 1 hour of work in a standing position, maybe do the next hour of work in a seated position, and then go back to standing. So the body loves movement, so if you can keep that movement up during the day, then things will get stronger and stay more mobile. If you have any questions, let me know.